I always look for the edges because I know that that's where I have expansion. And, like when you kind of go through life, you kind of know what the rules are, like what is culturally accepted and professionally accepted. There's actually a real rebel inside of me. And sometimes I would feel still restricted. And so I made it more like a party, like a rejection party. And I actually did it together with my friend. It's like, okay, let's just do everything that we want. And just if we get rejected in any way, shape, or form, let's just celebrate that. And so I was like, okay, I've always wanted to be a model. Let me just send some pictures to local brands here or local model agencies and just see what happens. And the good thing is, if they reject me, good, because then I can liberate myself even more. And if they don't, then good, because actually that's what I want to do. Like I want to do some modeling. I did actually end up doing that. So I sent some stuff to a local brand that I like found on Instagram, but I've never really heard back from them. But it was a really nice way for me to just tiptoe into that subject and just try it out. I do dancing every Tuesday morning on the beach, and one of our participants is a fashion designer, and she asked me like out of nowhere, "Ash, do you want to be my model?" And like before even thinking about it, I said yes because I was already tuned into it. So even though when I took action, nothing really happened, the universe kind of provided and gave me the solution as well. But right after our dance and everything, when I got home, I was like, wait a minute, like I haven't done modeling for quite some time. I did some stuff for magazines in Holland, but I haven't done that for quite some time. I haven't even been so active on social media. I wanted to say socially active. I've been socially active, but not on social media. And so there was this imposter syndrome hitting me, like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I just cut my hair short as well. Like I didn't feel pretty. I was like, I'm not sure if I can do this. And then there was this moment I remember so clearly. It was at our Central Park here. And I was like, okay, why did I say yes? Because right now my mind is full with all kinds of stories of why it would not work out or why I'm not pretty enough or why I'm not ready for it. And then it was, okay, Ash, but why did you say yes? And then I tap into that little girl inside of me. And she literally was jumping. And she's like, because I want to be a model. That's all I ever wanted. I grew up as a real tomboy. I was very shy. My mom literally called me the ugly duckling that turned into a swan. And she says it in a beautiful way. Like it's not in a mean way, but that's actually a beautiful story about my journey. And I would hide behind my brother's clothes. So I would wear these oversized Nike like t-shirts and all of that just to like camouflage my shapes. And the fact that I had a mustache did not help at all. And my mom like literally like prevented me from doing anything with that. So I just had to walk with a mustache for quite some time. I think my first 10 years or something, but it felt like forever. But I think it was around high school that I started to dress more like the girls around me. And I was like, okay, let me just get out of that comfort zone. But inside of me has always been this, yeah, this tomboy girl who knows what it feels like not to be prettiful. Let's put it that way. And I can remember to go through like catalogs and then see girls my age that would model like kids' clothes. And I would think, I would love to do that. And just to tap into that energy of that little girl with all those dreams that wanted to do everything, but she was just too afraid of doing that. And now having the opportunity at my age to do it. And I'm like, I'm not going to rob myself with all these limiting thoughts and expectations. And like, people will judge maybe. I don't know. Like, I honestly don't even care. I really want to make that little girl inside of me proud. And so I showed up and it was really fun because I literally biked because I do everything with the bike. I literally biked to her place. She was ironing some clothes. We jumped into her golf cart because everybody here drives a golf cart. And then we ended up at the beach. She was actually making the clips. She was also making the pictures with her iPhone. There was no makeup artist. There was no nothing. I dressed at the beach and we ended up doing like a lot of different clothes. And I didn't even realize until it was launched that I I basically was picked to be her campaign model. Like I did the entire campaign. I think it was her summer spring campaign. And I felt so like, wow, like what an honor. But also, how much fun was it? It was so much fun. I was in the moment. I was like living my childhood dream. And I was like, I want to do this more often. And I'm very proud to say that I'm actually wearing one of her designs right now. It's one of her kimonos. It's actually I'm not sure when you guys are gonna watch this, but it's one of the things that are about to launch as well. So what I got out of it is not just the experience of being a model and stretching that nervous system, right? Stretching that comfort zone. But I actually got a beautiful friendship out of it too. And I'm just so grateful for that experience. So if there's anything that I want to come across with telling you the story is that literally when you step out of that comfort zone and let all that talk, like all that clutter in your mind, if you just let that go, you can really truly live all your desires. And I'm gonna be honest, like when I did a photo shoot for a beautiful magazine in Holland, it's called Yen magazine. When I did that, I loved it too. Like we were at the beach in my hometown, and it was just before I left to move to Mexico. So it was a beautiful story to tell. But when I saw the picture, and they picked it, like I haven't even seen options, right? So they just picked it, and I saw the end result in the magazine, and I was like, oh my God, like is that my face? Like I did not like it. But I didn't even care back then because I was just so happy and joyous with the experience and the joy and all of that. I'm like, whatever, like it's so much more like important for me to enjoy that. And I would still do it, right? And that's basically it. It's like we are always so like making ourselves smaller and putting all these blocks, and it happens automatically. Like our monkey mind is just wired that way. And I know that. It's like I know that my mind works that way. I know that people's minds work that way. And it's like, but then can you move towards that discomfort and then still, make the best out of it and just show up and have fun with it? Like because end of the day, if you don't have fun doing it, then don't do it at all. Thank you for watching. If you like the show, please like and subscribe and share the love.